Also had the debate last night.
I'm not sure I exactly understood Mike Pence's comment, but I'll let you all parse that out. For me, it's pretty simple. That's something a U.S. president can do with focus, and I'll deliver on it.
Well, let me explain it to you. If I can.
A little the noise back and forth. Let's bring in political strategist Samuel Mangold-Lenett on the Fox hotline. This is on Fox News Channel. Last night, Sam, I appreciate your time and a couple takeaways. To me, it was like preseason football. The starter wasn't there. I mean, some of these people we won't know who they are a year or two from now. You know?
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me. And I agree. It was kind of the main person everybody wanted to hear from wasn't in the building. Former President Trump is running away with the polls, and for all intents and purposes, the 2024 general election is going to be a rematch between Trump and Joe Biden. And like Trump said on Truth Social a couple weeks ago, this very well may have just been a battle to see who could be the vice presidential candidate. And I'm prone to agree. I think a lot of this was just quibbling to see who could be the VP and who would just fade into obscurity in the coming years.
His former VP, Pence, of course, was up there. They all kind of took the pledge that they'd support whoever, thinking it probably would be Trump. Now you watch the fundraising. I mean, isn't that really how you gauge these things? Who's able to raise money to keep campaigning, Samuel?
More or less, yeah. At the end of the day, if you can't bring in the dollars to pay your staff and to pay yourself and to put on events and to get your name out there, you can't keep the campaign alive. But some people like Vivek Ramaswamy, who is incredibly wealthy because of his successful life in the private sector, they're able to be self-starters and keep their campaign alive regardless of their fundraising. And a lot of these people had creative fundraising strategies in order to get themselves on the debate stage. Like Governor Doug Burgum from North Dakota had a campaign strategy for every, I think it was dollar donated from a person, they received like a $5 gift card. I'm not entirely sure how that business model plays out in the long term, but it was enough to get him over the threshold to get on the debate stage. So maybe that works out, hoping to get him some more money.
If there's a second place right now to Trump, it's probably DeSantis. Pressure on him going into last night. How'd he do? Give me some other takeaways. Was there any true winner last night, Samuel?
So I think the only clear winner of last night was Trump, but he was speaking with Tucker Carlson over on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. Of the debate, I actually think the winner was probably Vivek Ramaswamy. I think he was the most dynamic performer. I think he articulated the most clear vision for a positive trajectory forward. I think DeSantis was able to articulate a nuanced vision, but he was very robotic, was not very lively on stage for the overwhelming majority of his time there. And I think that's his biggest issue when it comes to interacting with voters and when it comes to campaigning in general.
Yeah, good takeaways. Young Voices political strategist on the Fox News hotline this morning, Samuel Mangold-Lenett, with a few takeaways from last night's debate. Appreciate your time. Thanks much.
Thanks for having me.
726 News Radio W.